Yeah, this is the best team I've been around from a standpoint of like chemistry, camaraderie, character. Since I've been in Washington, I think everybody here is very similar because we all love basketball. I think the young guys that the front office drafted are phenomenal in that aspect. They fit right in along with everybody from a standpoint of getting along and being a part of something. And the vets that they brought in as well, Malcolm, Jonas, to name a couple, are on that same type of time too. So, I expect some good vibes this year.
What was your reaction when you heard that the team had signed 𝗠𝗢𝗡𝗪?
That we probably weren't going to be the worst defensive rebounding team in the league. So I think that was a positive. And I think that's something that he's going to help out a lot. He's a proven rebounder, probably averaging double-double, probably his whole career maybe. So I think that's bodes well for us on that end.
Just to double back on just the personnel and the pace of play was top tier last season, but Coach Keefe was talking about how there'll be so many more initiators on the floor to kind of accommodate the kind of pace you want to play. What does that look like for you all stylistically?
Yeah, I think we're playing much faster this year, most likely. I think just being in the gym with the team in September, a lot of these guys, I've told BK that, like, wow, we're running right now really, really fast. And I think that is going to help us a lot. We may not be the most talented half-court team in the NBA, but that's where our advantage is right now. And then from an initiating standpoint, I really like what BK and the rest of the staff have done from an offensive perspective. Putting in a very non-conventional style of play. It's a little bit different, but it should be good.
Hi, Kuz. Bijan Todd, Monumental Sports Network. Branching off what you said on BK, now that he's going into his first full year as head coach and not having to come in halfway through, what are your expectations from him as to how he's going to make the team consistently more competitive throughout the year?
Well, I mean, if you look at last year, and I think in general, BK has the attention of the team. When he talks, everybody's all eyes, and I think that's very important for a head coach and somebody to command the group. But at the same time, it's a player-led team, and BK will tell you that as well. A team is nothing with the players and being behind each other. But BK is incredibly emotionally intelligent. I think that really helps the group and making sense of everybody understanding each other. So.
And going back to the draft, the three guys who the Wizards drafted, were you invested at all in the draft process and who the team was going to get, and what do you expect from those three in general this season?
Well, I expected a lot, and I expect a lot because they all love basketball. And I think anybody that cares about basketball, I kind of gravitate to naturally. And I expect a lot. I expect a lot above Al and Key as well. Those guys are very, very talented players. Alex has a chance to be some type of unicorn. If he gets to his potential, Keyshawn is going to be a long-time NBA player because he's very smart. He can pass the ball, can just overall feel for the game. And Bub has a it factor about him and a certain charismatic characteristics about him. And I'm excited for them all.
Kyle, as this team continues to get younger, and what are the challenges for you in terms of teaching points, being a leader, trying to explain to them what this league is about, and following up on them when they do what young players do, which is kind of one step forward, two steps back. It's kind of the natural evolution.
I don't think it's no challenge for me. I think that's just what our duty as NBA players as you get older is to do, and that's to pay it forward and help one another. And I think that's something that I really care about, and I'm here to help. I'm all ears, all eyes, all questions. So, first and foremost, that's about leading by example and doing what I need to do every single day, and hopefully that rubs off.
Kyle, what are your expectations for yourself in terms of what you'll bring to the court this year?
I think I've had back-to-back career years. I don't see that not happening again this year. And I think last year I had a career year passing the ball, and I think that is my biggest emphasis because I can affect the game in multiple ways, and I want to make people better. So,
Kyle, it's super early to say this is the best group that you've been around, at least in Washington, in terms of chemistry and camaraderie, because it's only September. But at which part of the offseason did that become clear to you, whether it was in Miami or in California? But which part of the offseason was like, yeah, this is going to be good?
just a feeling. I've been gifted by God. I can read vibes. I can read the room. I can, fill out people just from a vibration standpoint. And I think that, one, we've been together since June because we had Miami, we had Vegas, we had a longer stint in August in Southern California. And I just like the vibe that we have. I think everybody gets along, partly also because everybody's like the same age. I'm 29, but I'm a little bit younger than an average 29-year-old, so it's pretty cool.
Kuz, what did you think changed with Jordan after the All-Star break in terms of him unlocking more of himself?
Truly, I have no clue, honestly. I think he just, figured it out on his own, but I can't say from last year to over the summer and to now, I think Jordan is a much different person. I think he's more relaxed. I think he's more at home. I think for him, coming to a new situation off the first time of his career was probably really, really hard and a little bit different. And everybody moves and develops at a different pace. So, you got to give people grace in this world. So I love where he's at from a mentality standpoint. I think that he's Jordan Poole. I don't think last year he necessarily was. He's a little bit quiet, a little bit standoffish, a little bit. And, we have the same agency, and I know for a fact from conversation that was not him. And I think that I see more of what Jordan Poole is now. So,
Kyle, I'm Brandon with PGC right in front of you, boss man. How you feeling, man? I know you mentioned being 29 years old and the lifespan that you've lived. What are some keys that you can take away and share with some young people to get to where you are right now?
Be yourself. Be unapologetic. I think I'm at a place in my life right now where I'm really at peace because, I try to live my life on my own accord, and I'm not really trying to do things for the attention of others and the opinions of others. And I think that if you do things wholeheartedly and you do things with passion, love, things will bode out for you. So, yeah.
Kyle, you talked about your career year last year, but how do you square having a career year individually and then the team not having the success? And when you have moments where you can think about reflection of that, where can you improve upon still having a career year, but helping this team kind of take that next step?
Things you can't control. Can't control a lot, everything. You can have a great game and still lose, right? You can play a great team game and still lose by one at the buzzer. Can't control it, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like it's like one, coming in every single day, doing what you need to do, being an example for everybody, setting that tone, and letting the chips fall where they may, because it's unpredictable.
How you doing, Kuz? Brandon Scott, Locked On Wizards. From a leadership standpoint, because you're a team leader, what sustain do you want to carry over to this new season, and what improvements do you personally want to see with this team?
I think last year, if you look at the team, even having Denny here, everybody pretty much on the team got better as the year got on, right? Individually, but the next step for everybody is how do we get better collectively? And I think that's the message that everybody around the organization is preaching. If you look at Jordan, he got better throughout the year. Corey had a hell of a year. Denny got better. I got better. yada yada, right? So I think that the biggest thing is how can we do it together? How can we play as a team? How can we play on a string defensively? And how can we learn from our mistakes quickly?
First and foremost, you're looking at how can a team get better.
Yeah.
Individually, are we looking at maybe an all-star berth this year? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. Truly, I don't know. That's another thing that's out of your control, right? If you look at my numbers the past 2 years, you'd probably say, if you just looked at them, oh, that looks like an all-star, right? But one, you got to win games. Two, you have to have the media vote for you. So many different things. And I think that, I'm at a place where I'm going out and I'm doing what I need to do every night, letting the chips fall. And, I'm at peace at whatever happens.
Kyle, Dave Johnson, Wizards Radio. As you mentioned, you're younger than most 29-year-olds. What do you continue to learn about yourself as a person as you go through this challenge with the Wizards, and why do you like this challenge?
Because I'm a builder. I'm not the type of person just to go somewhere just to go somewhere. I love being here in DC because I feel a part of something. I feel a part of building something, building a culture, and I'm here to set this franchise up for success, and I truly believe that, and I think that getting better as an individual has happened this year, but it's a lot bigger than me. Nobody's gonna remember me when I'm gone, long and gone, retired. But if I can be here and help set up a culture and help these young players get better. That's what I want to be remembered for, and I think I have an opportunity to do that.
Hey, Kyle, Heather McDonough, NBC4. At what point do you, get to a place where you say you are a builder, but at the end of the day, you're also a competitor. So you seem very, like you said, at peace with being a part of something that's building. But then if the losses pile up, where did you get that inner strength to be this kind of person and this kind of teammate?
Well, I mean, I'm a competitor, and losses can happen. I've lost a lot of years here being here. I lost a lot of years in LA as well, and it's not about looking at the tree in front of you. It's more about looking at the forest, and that's the mindset I really adopted in life because storms really come and go, and it happens, but. You just got to keep your eye on the prize. You got to stay with it. And I think that that's the really only thing that really matters at the end of the day, because like I said, you could play an amazing game and you can still lose. What does that mean?
And real quickly, do you, as you get older, lean in onto maybe some of the vets that you've been with in the past and think about lessons that you may have just thought about slightly in previous years, but maybe those lessons resonate more as you get older and lean into this role more?
I've been blessed, and I've been extremely grateful to have unbelievable vets in my life. Figures that have played this game at a higher level than me that I can learn them and I can look at as a North Star. And, I don't want to copy them at the same time either. I want to do it my way. And I think doing it the right way and not skipping steps and being that type of person is who I am.
Kyle, back over here. So, it's always interesting to talk to you, always interesting to go on your Twitter because you're a very interesting cat. It was interesting this summer as you were processing the changes in both political parties. So I'm just wondering, going into this election cycle, what is your mindset?
To be somebody that is, I'm very observative as a person, and I think I don't really follow social norms, and I don't really believe in, watching the news and just believing the news like my great-grandmother did and my grandmother did. I like to look at things for what they are and then make my own opinions, and I think that that's what we all should do as, American citizens, because it's very important. And, this is an important election, and every election is important, and not just the grand scheme of things, because that's not even just the biggest thing. It's about the local things, the regional things, the state senates, the houses, the governors. And I think that it's extremely important to make your own opinions in this world, because You know, a lot of people try to cloud that. Yeah.
Thank you.